Imagine this, a country that has 6 professional basketball leagues, but with no 2 leagues running at the same time. Well, that's exactly what's happening in the Mexican professional basketball system today. So today I want to show you guys how you can message any team in one of these professional basketball leagues. So let's go. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is get to your laptop or computer. If you try to do this via mobile or on your phone, it's going to be quite difficult. It's going to take a few more steps. So I'd really recommend that you get on your laptop or your computer. And what you're going to do is you're going to open a tab and you're going to type in Liga CIBAPAC.com and press enter. And this is going to take you to the home page of Liga CIBAPAC. Now, in case you didn't know, Liga CIBAPAC is one of the best starter leagues in all of the Americas. And as mentioned earlier, there's actually 6 professional divisions in this market. So the idea is if you started off as a beginner or as a rookie in Liga CIBAPAC, then you can eventually springboard and parlay that into a bigger league within the Mexican market. But in either case, if we get back to the website, what you're going to want to do is scroll down. You're going to see a bit of information about the league, which is pretty interesting as well. They allow at the time of this recording 2 imports per team. But if you scroll down even further past this, you'll see all of the teams within CIBAPAC. And this includes 6 different regions or zones. And within each region, there's about 5 or 6 teams. So as you can see in region 1, there's 6 teams. As you can see in region 2, there's 7 teams, region 3, 6 teams. So there are a lot of teams and a lot of opportunities in CIBAPAC. So that's why this makes this an amazing opportunity for beginners and rookies, because whenever there's a lot of teams and there's 2 import spots per team at the time of this recording, that equals a lot of opportunity for players, and specifically Americans, because a lot of CIBAPAC teams will want to cut down on costs, will want to cut down on flights. So they'll oftentimes employ Americans to actually take those import spots because they know it's going to be cheaper for them. But either way, so once we see these teams, what we're going to want to do is open another tab, and we're going to have to type in facebook.com. So we're going to have to go to our Facebook page. And from there, after we open Facebook, we're going to go back to Liga CIBAPAC. And all we're going to do is we're going to copy that first team name. So this first team name, Guaycuras de la Paz. We're going to go back to Facebook. We're going to type it in or paste it. And as you can see, oftentimes they will often have a Facebook page that you can access. So as you can see with this team, they have a Facebook page, and we're going to click on that Facebook page. And what you're going to look for on these pages are 3 things: WhatsApp numbers, emails, and these messaging buttons. We can see here that we already have a WhatsApp number. So that's beautiful. So now you can see that if I wanted to, I could add this number, I could cold call them, and I could say, hey, my name is Jose Colorado. I'm a 6-year professional basketball player. I would love to play for your team. Here are my stats. Here are my highlights. Another thing that you could do is you could go to the actual website itself. But if it has a WhatsApp number, then I would probably just access that directly, because it's not going to get more direct than someone's phone number. But if I wanted to, I could look at their actual homepage. And as you can see, you can translate it at the top. And here you can see contact. And you can message the club this way as well. Here's another method. So you can message the club via WhatsApp. You can message them via their website information, such as this. And that looks like that's the 2 main ways that you could do it. They also have Instagram that you could look at. Oh, here's the telephone number as well. And here's an email right here. After you explored all of those different avenues, then you can go back. You would go to the next team, Dragones de Comondú. You would search it again, and we could see if this team has, let's see if this team has anything for us. It looks like this team doesn't actually have much, but as you can see here, this is clearly their professional club. This is them in CIBAPAC. So this is the club. So the only thing that it would look like this would have would be the messaging. So I could click message, and I could message them if I wanted. If it was a scenario like this, I would message them, and I would probably move on to the next one, because there is over 40 teams in CIBAPAC. So if you don't strike luck with one team, then you can pretty much just move on to the next team as well. So you would just keep on doing this for each team. Now, some of them are going to have a lot of information. Some of them won't have a lot of information. So it's really going to be a push and pull. Okay, so here's the next team. They have a messaging link. Now they have a WhatsApp number and they also have an email address. So it's really give or take. I think everyone pretty much gets the idea at this point. It's really give or take. Some teams are going to have all of them be really organized. Some teams are just going to have some information and only be a little bit organized. And if you really wanted to dive deeper into it, we could look and we could scour their actual Facebook to see the team. Maybe we could see a coach who's tagged in a photo, and then we could message and find that coach on Facebook or Instagram. So there's different ways that you can do it if they aren't fully organized. So this method works amazingly because oftentimes when you are dealing with a starter or a beginner league, the person who's actually handling the social media is going to be the decision maker in the club themselves. So it's often going to be the owner, it may be a director, it may be the head coach who's handling this. And the reason behind that's really simple. Because there's not enough money within the team, within the organization, there's basically going to only be a few people who handle everything within the organization. So it's not going to be like if you message an NBA team. If you message an NBA team via social media, then there is 100% chance that there's going to be someone who only deals with the social media. And then they're going to have to relay that message to someone higher, and they relay it to someone higher. But luckily with this situation, with this case, with this method, we don't encounter that problem because it's going to be a lower budget team, in which case we're going to get actual access to the owner, the director, or the GM and the coach. Now, this is just one way to message CIBAPAC teams. There's many different ways that you can tackle it from through Eurobasket, agent, or an agency, or you can do it through personal connections. But mind you, regardless of whatever method you have chosen, we haven't even gone into what you should be saying in these messages, how to translate these messages properly, what should be included in these messages. So if you're interested in learning about maximizing your chances of signing overseas, then click in this video right here. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video, all right? Take care and God bless.